Welcome, everybody. John Zager, johnzager.com. How's everybody doing? Good? Good. So, this is my attempt to start doing YouTube again, the hard way, the long way, where I have to go to my camera and then video, which is where I'm at right now, you can see in my truck, and record a video here and then upload it to YouTube. I think that's how I used to do it. They they took me completely off of Facebook. Not only suspended, but I don't have Facebook anymore, and I don't think I will ever get Facebook back. I think. As near as the stuff that I read, I did something wrong. Again, I have no idea what I did wrong, but whatever I did, it was not good. And I no longer have Facebook. If you no longer have Facebook, I took that cord out of there. I'm going to try to put this on the steering wheel. I don't know if it'll work or not. It looks like it's starting to work. Maybe I'll move this up a little bit. So you're going to have to bear in mind I'm a work in progress. Things used to work at one point in my life, and for whatever reason they quit. So we're back trying. All right. So if that doesn't fall, because you know where it'll fall on my, and that'll hurt. So we're going to just leave it right there and hope that we don't get an earthquake that causes it to fall. This is kind of a test video, so bear with it and work with me. And I will. I only need to do like one test like this, and then I can get into doing content. But I do want to talk briefly, just a little bit about. I'm in a parking lot. I just had breakfast. There's a place here in town where you can get 2 breakfast sandwiches for like $4. And so anyway, I had one. And now I'm trying to work on my phone. Maybe today that's what I'll do, is work on my phone and see if I can figure out a way to get Facebook back. Also, if you don't have Facebook, you don't have Messenger. I've been told they're connected. So I don't have Messenger, which means you can't text me anymore. That might be a good thing for everybody, to get rid of Messenger and then nobody can text you. Anyhow, so I've been running into a series of negative events, goings on, and I haven't been having negative thoughts to attract them. And that confuses me, why some of the, and they're pretty serious things that are going on with me that are negative, and I'm not trying to attract them. Here's the second part of manifestations, is that you're supposed to visualize what you want, so to speak, already as it's happened. So in other words, I don't know, if you want $1 million, you think in terms of, I already received the $1 million, and this is my life with the $1 million, or some stupid thing. Or if you wanted a new house, you already received the new house. If you wanted a new car, you already received that particular new car, and you visualize it and feel it, and as if things have already happened. Well, the things that have happened to me that are negative, trust me, I have not thought about having those things happen, or that they have already happened. I have not been part of that. So there's a couple people out there that advocate that's how you manifest. I'm here to tell you that's not how you manifest anything. I have to clean my glasses. But because I'm not sitting here trying to think about these awful, horrendous things that have been happening to me continuously. I mean, I'm not there. I am nowhere near there. How do you manifest? Well, let me think here for a second. Like, I'm pretty much out of money. No, I am out of money. So I think about what am I going to do here real shortly when there's no money left for gas. Here comes an ambulance. Maybe they're coming to get my brain. But anyway, I am sort of thinking about, like, I don't have any money for gas, and what and how am I going to deal with and handle that? Because I'll be somewhere on some street in very, very cold weather, walking somewhere, but I don't even know what I'd be walking for, because I can't put gas in my pocket, and I don't even have money to buy gas to put in my pocket. So I guess in that sense, manifesting would be true, right? I guess. You all know, I mean, I'm not telling anybody any secrets. I've been living in my truck for 15 years. And I think a lot about not liking living in my truck, and it's cold, and I don't have any money, very little. From time to time I get a little bit of money from time to time. But I guess in that regard, I'm thinking ahead of the storm that I don't have any money. And the reality is, very, very soon, I won't have even the money to dream about or think ahead about, that I would have a few dollars to put a few dollars of gas in my truck and, I don't know, drive around the block 6 times or something stupid. So in that regard, I guess manifesting would work again if you thought in advance that you already have what you would want. So I guess I'm wrong. Maybe it does work. There's a guy, kind of a side note. There's a guy out there, I guess he lives now in LA, but he used to live down in Central America. Started he's a metaphysical guy, very spiritual oriented, teacher, a guru, highly educated, and has us, I guess you would call it a school or a learning center or a spiritual center that he started. Today's Sunday, so I guess he puts on I don't know, maybe it's a YouTube video for all I know. I've never watched it. But I thought this Sunday, maybe today, after I finish this and get it figured out, I could go over and listen to his lecture. He's not a priest, he's not a minister, he's not a pastor. He's a spiritual person. That's above all of those that I just mentioned. And if you can go and find him on the internet, I write to him, but I never get any reply. I would like to. If I had to go out and find a teacher to heal me, I would go straight to him. I don't even know him, but I know enough about him that he's the only person I would pick. His name is Michael Bentworth. Michael Bentworth. If you can get close to that on the internet, he'll pop up. I never could remember the correct spelling or pronunciation of his last name, but I always get that far. Michael Bentworth. I don't know about people's culture, but I'm intrigued by it. He's darker skinned. I don't know if he's black or not. I don't call him black. I call him more Central American. You know what I mean? None of that matters. What matters is that I think this guy has something figured out, and people are getting turned on to him, and he's actually might have something going on that's really big. I don't know that for certain, but I'm fast on his track. I got some coffee here. I stole this one. If you go into McDonald's, McCafe. If you go in here and if you get one of these senior coffees, everybody has a different price for them because they steal the money. I figured that much out. But, and then if you go back an hour later, if you're in-house, they have to give you coffee. But some of these girls are not, sometimes they don't know what they're supposed to do, so they just give you another refill because they think there's so little, they're supposed to give you refills. I think they're supposed to give you refills if you stay there long enough, they'll give you another one. But anyway, so I go back in after I come out of the gym, and I just plunked my cup. And there's this one girl who's really just not functioning at any level. And she just grabs a coffee pot and tries to pour. See, there's a little line right here. And she tries to get to that line, and of course she can't get to the line. I tell her to go over the line, and she thinks that's approval, so she does. But anyway, so I end up stealing the second cup of coffee. God's listening, so he knows. It's one of the things I get is I get to steal. When you become so, what's the word, homeless, you're allowed to steal. Dollar things at the dollar store or Walgreens or some, I don't know, someplace I'm sure you go and steal something for $1. Well, this is what I do. I somehow figure out a way to con somebody at McDonald's into giving me another little cup of senior coffee. So I got a lot to talk about because, boy, I've learned a lot. Whew. I've learned a lot. I've learned, just briefly, and then I'll hang up here and see if I remember the other parts of getting this over to YouTube. But what I've learned is I don't care what you think. What I care about is how to do the right thing. Stealing coffee is not doing the right thing. I didn't say I've perfected it. I've just said that what I've learned is to do the right thing. And I think if these morons that own McDonald's somewhere in the world, probably billionaires, are stupid enough to keep raising their prices thinking kids will just pay whatever to buy whatever at McDonald's, then I'll figure out a way to cover that. It's kind of like Walmart. There's a family, Waldens or whatever the hell they're called, who are bazillion billionaires, and they own Walmart around the world, and they keep charging higher and higher and higher when Walmart's supposed to be for all of us that are just trying to survive. And if there's any way I can figure out how to beat the Walmart system, I'm going to do it. I don't know. Maybe it's a grape out of the produce department. I just pluck my hand in, pinch off a couple grapes. I like the black grapes. Those are really, really good. And then while I'm walking around in the store shopping, just eat their black grapes. And what are they going to do as billionaires? Arrest me for taking 6 black grapes and eating them? Probably not. So, but what I'm trying to say, and again, I've been learning how to do the right thing. I have a rotten family. They are, there's a lot of mental illness that is genetic, that is in my mother's side of the family, which of course spreads into other members of the family. And it has. And this entire little group, it's a little group of very sick people, and, they've done awful, 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 awful things in the world, and they are damned to hell, if you believe in God and that sort of thing. There's no way they can not go to hell. I'm not a priest. I'm not a religious person. I might be a little spiritual, but I don't hold any authority on anything. I can't judge anybody. But I can have comments. And I watch firsthand these pathetic, uneducated, awful people that don't know how to do the right thing. And in turn, they're teaching me. And they don't even know it. And I'm going, whew, boy, am I glad I learned that one. By watching them not do the right thing, I in turn learn how to do the right thing. Now again, come on, you guys. We're not counting the black grapes or my cup of coffee I stole from McDonald's. But you get the idea. I have an awful family. They disowned, literally, their grandmother. I don't know, there's 3 or 4 kids, I'm not even sure, that are, what would they be? They'd be like my nephews, and I think there's a girl in there somewhere. And then a brother-in-law, which is pathetic. Talk about an imbecile. This guy's off the charts. He's so... Anyway. So, they're not doing the right thing, and I just watch and do the opposite. And then I end up getting closer to doing the right thing. So, it's good in that regard. I'm just looking at my gas gauge. It says I have 35 miles left, and then I'm out of gas. Is that right? 35 miles to empty. No, I don't have any money for gas. So I've got to somehow figure out where that 35 miles is going to end for me today, because I'll get to the end of it sometime today. And I probably want to end somewhere where there's a Walmart so I can go inside, where there's a potty, so if I have to use the potty, I can go inside a Walmart and use that. And where if I have to learn how to, and I've never done it, but if I have to learn today how to panhandle, I don't know, for $1, $3, $5, whatever I could get. I'd like to have a gas station at a Walmart where I can put that $2, $3, $4 into the gas tank. And maybe be able to go in and grab some more grapes. That's life. So, I won't get into the religion and aspects of God and that sort of thing, because that's another whole topic that would take quite a long time to talk about, and I'm sure you would find it very interesting, but my spin on it. But I'm trying to figure this technology thing out, and I'd sure like to see if this actually works like it did one time before. So anyway, I'm going to stop. I've bored you enough, I'm guessing, by this time. And I think I have to upload this to YouTube and then put it on. So if for nothing else, somehow you went to YouTube, found me, my channel, I think, is John Zager, Thoughts and Travels. Always has been. Somehow you got there and you found this and you're playing it. So next video, I will have content. God bless everybody. Take care of one another. And I'll look forward to talking to you all again real soon. Thanks a lot. See you. Bye.